Rabindranath Tagore. The man had never believed in mere utility. He made little pieces of sculpture, men, women and castles, quaint earthen things dotted over with seashells. He painted. Thus, he wasted his time on all that was useless, needless. People laughed at him. At times, he vowed to shake off his whims, but they lingered in his mind. Some boys seldom ply their books and yet pass their tests. A similar thing happened to this man. He spent his earth life in useless work, and yet after his death, the gates of heaven opened wide for him. But the moving finger writes even in heaven. So, it came to pass that the aerial messenger who took charge of the man made a mistake and found him a place in workers' paradise. In this paradise you find everything except leisure. Here men say, God, we haven't a moment to spare. Women whisper, let's move on, time's a flying. All exclaim, time is precious. We have our hands full, we make use of every single minute. They sigh complainingly, and yet those words make them happy and exalted. Women whisper, let's move on, time's a flying. All exclaim, time is precious. We have our hands full, we make use of every single minute. They sigh complainingly, and yet those words make them happy and exalted. But this newcomer, who had passed all his life on earth without doing a scrap of useful work, did not fit in with the scheme of things in workers' paradise. He lounged in the streets absently and jostled the hurrying men. He lay down in the green meadows, or close to the fast-flowing streams, and was taken to task by busy farmers. He was always in the way of others. The girl's movement on the road was like the rapid movement of a skilled hand on the strings of a guitar. Her hair was carelessly done, inquisitive wisps peeped often over her forehead to peer at the dark wonder of her eye. As a princess sees a lonely beggar and is filled with pity, so the busy girl of heaven saw this one and was filled with pity. Ha! She cried with concern. You have no work in hand, have you? The girl did not understand his words, and said, I shall spare some work for you to do, if you like. The man replied, Girl of the silent torrent, all this time I have been waiting to take some work from your hands. Will you give me one of your pictures, one that you can spare? She asked, a picture? You want to draw water from the torrent? Pictures, indeed. I have no time to waste on such as you. I'm going. And she walked away. But how could a busy person get the better of one who had nothing to do? Every day they met, and every day he said to her, Girl of the silent torrent, give me one of your clay pictures. I shall draw pictures on it. The man started painting. He drew line after line, he put color after color. When he had completed his work, the girl held up the picture and stared at its sides, her eyes puzzled.